Good afternoon, everybody. For our Work It Wednesday, you've got options for equipment. You do not have to have any equipment if you do not want to use any, or if you don't have any available, that's perfectly fine. If you have a pair of dumbbells that you can use for upper body, that'll be perfect. If you don't have dumbbells, but maybe you have a resistant band, the one with the handles, that's going to work too as well. Or if you have a water bottle, that's going to work too, just as fine. And then a mat or a soft surface, because one of our moves is done down on the ground, but I have a modification that you can do it on a countertop or your wall. So what we're going to do today is called every minute on the minute. So we set a timer for a minute. You have an exercise and a set amount of reps you're going to do of that exercise, and your goal is just to get them done as fast as you can. And then you rest if you have time until that minute is up. So let's say we've got squats, which we do have squats, and you get done and there's 30 seconds left of the timer, then you rest for 30 seconds and then we move on to the next exercise. So as we go on, I'm going to show you exactly what those moves are and the modifications that you have. But your first exercise is going to be jumping jacks. So we've got your traditional jumping jack out and up. You can modify that and take away the jumping by doing some side taps. So just make it single-sided, no jumping jacks. And what your goal is, you have two choices. Either do 10 reps or 20 reps before that minute is up. So I want to meet you where you are at for all of our movements. So maybe 10 reps seems more doable for you, or maybe 20 reps seems more doable to you. If you are doing the single-sided, right and then left is 1 rep, okay? So make your choice. 10 or 20, but that's our timer for jumping jacks. Ready? Go. Either 10 or 20 of our full jumping jacks to get up and moving and get warmed up, or you've got your single-sided. There's 20 seconds left. As you're finishing up your 10 or 20 jumping jacks, I'm going to go over our next move, which is squats. So feet are going to be shoulder width apart for that. You're going to pull your shoulders back. You're going to sit back into that imaginary chair, and then you're going to pop yourself right back up. Keep all of your weight in your heels. If you need to, have a chair behind you, so you can either tap that chair, or if you need to sit down, you can sit down into that chair. Again, 10 squats or 20 squats. That's your choice. Push yourself how you feel like pushing yourself today, but you need to get 10 or 20 done in this next minute. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. Squat. Take your time. Sit back on those heels and then power up. When you power back up, I want you to slightly thrust forward to reset those hips. Keep your sight up, looking at me. Don't look down at the ground. Don't look off to the side. Straight ahead. 10 or 20 squats, your choice. We've got 30 seconds left. Keep going, doing what you're doing. I'm going to go over our next move, which is a bent over row. So if you have dumbbells, right in this bent over row position, pulling those weights up, pinching those shoulder blades together. If you have a resistant band, you're going to step 1 foot and slightly lean back and pull. Either way, we are hinged on our hips, nice flat back and pulling. 3, 2, 1, begin. 10 or 20. If you have a water bottle, same thing. Just something to move. If you've got nothing that's making that work for you at home, then just have your palms facing up and really focus on pinching those shoulder blades together and using your upper back to pull. Keep all that weight in those heels and pull in for 10 or 20 reps. And when you're done, take your break. Our next move is push-ups. These can be done down on the ground in that high plank position. They can be done down on the knees, or if you have a countertop or a couch, the top of the couch at home, hands on that countertop or that couch, pushing yourself away and towards that couch or that countertop, or use wall space. Angle yourself away from the wall, chest to the wall, push yourself away. 10 or 20 push-ups. Ready, set, begin. So again, you've got your high plank option. Down on the knees. Find that countertop, that wall, 10 or 20 push-ups. Your choice, and then take a break. Shake out your arms because you're gonna need your arms for one more exercise. And then we're gonna go through all 5 of these again. So we're gonna do everything twice. So I'm taking away a little bit more than 10 minutes today. We're gonna do about like 11 or 12 minutes. 30 seconds left. Your next move, overhead press or shoulder press. Keep going if you're still doing your push-ups. I'm just going over the next one. Straight up and down with our dumbbells. Horizontally hold that water bottle and go straight up and down. If you have a resistant band, you're stepping right in the center, palms facing away from you, and you're pressing up like so, okay? 3, 2, 1. Here we go, 10 or 20. Just like if for the bent over rows, if you don't have any weights, palms are gonna be up. Just take it super slow, reach up overhead, allow those weights to come right above the shoulder, and then press right back up. 10 or 20 shoulder press, you pick. As soon as time's up for this one, we go back to our jumping jacks. So now we're familiar with the moves. We're gonna do everything one more time. Just a really quick, easy way to get in some movement. Working your entire body. I picked all of the main large muscle groups with one cardio move, our jumping jacks. And your workout's done in 10 minutes. So every minute on the minute is something that you can do anywhere, literally with any kind of equipment, even a water bottle, okay? All right, back to our jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Again, 10 or 20, you pick. Don't forget any of the modifications I went over. Just like our jumping jacks, you got your single side. Right and then left is 1 rep. So if you pick 10, you're technically doing 20. And if you pick 20, you're technically doing 40 because you're doing single-sided reps if you're counting it that way. "30 seconds left. If you're done, take your break. But keep yourself up and moving, you know, kind of walk around, keep yourself feeling loose, and get yourself ready for our squats. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit with our squats, if you've got the equipment at home, you can hold on to some weight. You can have one dumbbell held at the chest. You can have a dumbbell in each hand held down with your arms at your side, your water bottle, anything. Here we go. Ready, set, squat. 10 or 20 reps. Take your rest when you're done. Keep sitting back in those heels. Send your hips back, send your glutes back. Pull your shoulders back. A lot to think about with squats. "30 seconds left. Next up is our bent over row. So if you're using that band, remember you're in that split position, pulling. You're using dumbbells, got our feet right at shoulder width. And we're pulling our water bottle or our hands with our palms facing up. Ready? And begin, bent over row. When you're in that bent over position, keep pushing your butt back. Nice flat back. You should be able to have a bowl of Cheerios on your back and they're not going to move or wobble or spill. You're using that band. You still have a flat back, but your feet are more in that high split, kind of that lunge position. So you may not be as hinged. Your Cheerios might fall off, but that's okay. Good job, 15 seconds left. Next up is our push-ups. If you need to go find that wall or that countertop or down to the ground, head there now so you're ready. 10 or 20 push-ups in 3, 2, 1, begin. Job, 40 seconds left. Just like last round, our last move is an overhead press, but keep going with your push-ups. Again, if you're gonna use dumbbells, your palms are gonna be facing away from you as you press up into that full extended arm. If you've got the band, you're stepping right in the center of it, pressing straight up. Or if you've got that water bottle, another horizontal hold as you press those arms straight up. 10 seconds left. Last move, 10 or 20 of our shoulder press or our overhead press. And begin. As soon as you are done with your 10 or 20 on your own time, make sure you stretch it out a little bit later today. You just did a lot of movement in 10 minutes. So do some overhead, cross body, any kind of arm stretch you can think of. You can clasp those fingers behind the back. You can give yourself some nice hugs. We warmed up with our jumping jacks, so we are primed and ready to go. You get your lower body stretched out too as well. But make sure you stretch, grab some water, and head back to work, okay? Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.